Season's greetings, everybody. I'm Mrs. Claus, and this is Jingle Journals. I'm so glad you've joined us again today. Make sure you follow me on my Facebook page at Calling Mrs. Claus and subscribe to this YouTube channel. The weather is getting colder, and I have a really fun activity for you today. Do you remember making paper snowflakes when you were a kid? Well, you can do it again. Watch how. The first thing that you want to make a paper snowflake is a piece of paper, a pair of scissors, and a pen. So I want my piece of paper to be square, and since I'm starting with an 8.5 by 11 piece of printer paper, I'm going to have to fold it. So I'm going to take this corner and I'm going to fold it down the long side of the paper, and I'm going to make a crease. And then I'll take my scissors and cut this strip of paper off, which leaves me with just my square of paper. Now, don't throw this strip of paper away once you've cut it off, because we'll have a use for that later. So once you've cut your piece of paper and you have it folded into a triangle, the next thing that you want to do is find the center point. So you take this point and match it up with that point. Make sure you've got it nice and even, and then make a nice sharp crease. It's very important at this stage to get your creases sharp and your folds very accurate, because that'll make a nice precise snowflake design. If your folds are off, then your cuts are going to be off. And sometimes you can fix it once it's already unfolded, but it's just easier to get your folds right now, and then you don't have to worry about that later. So now we're going to open that fold back up again. We've just got that fold marked. The next step is the one that I consider to be the trickiest, and that's getting to this shape. So we have our square that's been folded into a triangle. Square, triangle. We've folded it to mark the middle and opened it back up again. Now what we have to do is fold this third of the triangle up this way, and then turn it over and fold this third of the triangle up this way. And getting this proportion evenly matched is, I think, the trickiest part. It's almost easier to do both of them at once, to try and kind of figure out, like, this one has to fold this way and this one has to fold this way, and kind of shifting the paper back and forth a little bit until you get it matched up where it all looks pretty much symmetrical, and then make your nice clean creases. That's your third step. Then what we want to do is fold this in half again, match those points up, and make your nice crease one more time. Now you've got this thing that looks like an arrowhead or an ice cream cone with points on it. This is your snowflake design. From here, you take your pen and you add your designs. So if you put a design on it, what you do then is put X's on the places that you want to cut out. Now I've got a great sheet of snowflake designs that you can check out on my Facebook page, Calling Mrs. Claus, for more ideas. So I'm going to cut this one out right now, and we'll see how it comes out. All right, so I'm going to take my scissors and cut away the parts that are marked with X's. And I want to be very careful and follow my lines and just cut away the parts that I don't want. I haven't done this snowflake design before, so this will be a new one for me. When I unfold it, it will be a first for me and for you. And we make these little zigzag cuts here, and then down here, and one last cut there. Now all of that we throw away, and we're left with this. And now it's time to reveal our snowflake. Let's see what it looks like. We unfold it very gently, because cutting it can make the paper stick together a little bit. And there's my snowflake. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Now, remember I said not to throw away the little strip of paper, right? Because what you can do when you get good at making the big ones is you can go ahead and make small ones. So I'm just going to make my square of paper. Cut that off. I can get 2 or 3, or 3 out of one strip like that. So now I've got my triangle of paper right there. And I have folded one up and gotten my same shape right here. And then here I have one all marked up. I'm going to go ahead and cut this one out too. And let's see what this one looks like. And again, I don't think I've seen this one either. I think this one's a brand new one. All right, this one should be pretty simple though. I'm just going to go ahead and cut that off because it's going to be part of what gets cut off anyway, and it makes it easier to get in to do the finer cuts. Sometimes you just have to cut away part, even though it's not the whole piece you're cutting, to make it easier to get in. Okay, so there is my little one, and let's unfold this one and see what it looks like. You have to be gentle because you don't want to tear your paper. And sometimes, like I said, when you cut them, the paper wants to stick together. There's my snowflake. Isn't that pretty? So you can do big ones or little ones. You could use colored paper if you want to. You could color these after they're done. And use as much of your paper as you can. Make sure that you remember, don't throw away that little strip because you can get a lot of good snowflakes out of that. Once you've unfolded your snowflakes, they're still going to be pretty folded up, and you're going to want to flatten those out. One way you can do that is with a heavy stack of books. Here's one that I've had under a stack of books for a couple of hours, and it's flattening out pretty nicely. That way, when you go to hang them on your window or your refrigerator or wherever you need a little holiday cheer, you'll be able to show everyone that you are ready for winter, and you can truly say, "Let it snow." Tonight's the beginning of Hanukkah, and Festa and I are very pleased to be able to bring you some beautiful pictures that our Jingle journalists have sent in of their menorahs and beautiful Hanukkah lights. Enjoy this festival of lights. Would you like a private chat with Mrs. Claus? For more information about a private virtual visit, send me an email to santavisit@kingstaste.com or leave a comment on my Facebook page, Calling Mrs. Claus. Our little bear continues in his search for a very Merry Christmas. So far, he's looked in the sleigh and the skating pond and the mailbox, at the snowman, under the front doormat, in the little closet under the stairs, behind the grandfather clock, and now he's looked in the closet, in the bedroom, and the next place he's going to look is the dresser drawers. That's it for today's episode of Jingle Journals. I hope you have a really good time making your own paper snowflakes, and I hope you send me pictures when you do. If you celebrate, I wish you a very happy Hanukkah, and to all of you, have a very happy holidays, and I'll see you next time.